first off, I definitely want to thank you guys for showing up to join the discussion. It always makes them better, when there's more people that share their thoughts and opinions. If you've been enjoying the gameplay so far, and you haven't already, please give me a follow, and also share with your friends. I really appreciate all of that. Okay, so pretty much everything we're going to be discussing, or most of everything here, relates to the PQube Cross Arc System Works panel at MCM ComicCon, which was in Europe late last month. Okay, so we got a few details from that, provided by this Twitter poster called The Librarium. They were there, and then, they kept track of the details and everything. Apparently there was planned to be an audio recording, but something happened, and then that didn't come out. So we're taking all of our facts here, all of the discussion for today, pretty much from the little pieces of information that they tweeted out. Combo, hey man, I definitely appreciate it. Okay, yeah, just if you just want to listen, dude, that's cool with me, man. Thanks for being here. Okay, so first off, they mentioned Blazblue Dark War, which is something we haven't heard about in a while. It is a mobile game, and it's just been a while since we've heard anything about it, so it's good to know that they have confirmed that they are still working on it. They said that they're pouring a lot of effort into it, and that they want it to be as close to a fighting game as possible, which I kind of found that interesting because it's a mobile game. You don't really think about playing fighting games on mobile, like on your iPhone, Android, whatever. But we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, to me, this sounds like, even though it's a mobile game, they want the game to be just as well made as other mainline Blazblue titles. They said the story for the game is a prologue to Blazblue's universe, but will still be easily understood by people who are new to the series as a whole. And since they're putting a lot of effort into this game, I'm thinking, and this is just my theory here, I'm just thinking that this game will either have the Blazblue characters with all brand new sprites, or they'll be done in the Xrd engine. That's just like what I'm thinking. Obviously it will be a scaled down version, not the same exact thing as what would be on a console, but it would be new sprites or models. That's what I'm thinking it's gonna be. I could be wrong, of course, but just my guess. And of course, depending on if they used new sprites or the Xrd style models, you can expect that the next mainline Blazblue game on console would be using the same kind of assets. But of course, like I said, it would look better on console, than it does on a phone. Alright, DJ, what's up, man? I appreciate it. Alright, bro, I understand, if you can't stay, have a good night, dude. I will catch you next time. Let's see here. Okay, so, and also I will get into specific BBTAG related news in just a little bit. I'm just talking about pretty much everything that happened, or the major things that were mentioned from the panel. So, for the next mainline Blazblue game, we got one key detail that might hint at like a time period for when we could expect it. Okay? Mori said that we'll know about Alpha 1, which, for you guys who don't know, that's a Murakumo unit that hasn't appeared in any of the Blazblue media. He said that we should know about her in about a year or so from now. If you don't know what she looks like, Mori actually has like a picture of her on his banner for his Twitter page. So if you go and check out his Twitter page, she should be right there in the background. She seems like she will be a major character in a future Blazblue game, maybe just for the future of the franchise as a whole. Of course, she might be starring in Dark War, but personally, just from how long she's been around and the fact that, it seems like Mori really likes this character, and we haven't heard anything at all about her, and it's just kind of been like this mystery. I think that more than likely she's going to play a major role, even beyond Dark War, if she is in that game as well. Also, if this does mean that we would be getting a new mainline BlazBlue game next year, then that also lines up with the idea that they plan for BBTAG to be at EVO 2020 next year and release a new mainline BlazBlue game soon after and have it be at EVO 2021. It's just that I doubt that after all the PR issues that BBTAG has repeatedly had, that it will make it to EVO next year. That and the fact that Granblue Fantasy Versus right now is on everyone's radar pretty much. We just had a closed beta last week. I gave a couple of codes out on stream, so more of you guys would have the chance to try it out. But in case you missed it, I did stream it. The replay for my stream should still be up. And I personally really enjoyed playing Fairy. I have some Fairy mirror gameplay on my YouTube channel, Fairy vs. Fairy, if you want to check that out as well. But just to quickly give you an idea, the game had some commonly agreed upon issues like not being able to easily hit confirm. You can't Gatling your normals, so you just hit a button and that's it. It's a very neutral based game. I can say for myself that playing Fairy, I pretty much had to just hit a button and then input the EX special blind, assuming that it would hit, because if you do it on reaction, it doesn't combo. Not in the current version of the game. Most characters had few mid-screen combos, unless on counter hit. It was mostly just footsies, neutral, corner combos, and pressure. Also, people felt like the game was a bit too slow, but aside from those issues that they could definitely fix them, before the game's release. Aside from those few issues, people really enjoyed it, myself included, and there's just this sense that that's gonna be the game that'll replace BBTAG next year at EVO 2020. A lot of people have been getting the sense that that's what's gonna happen. Alright. Now, moving on right into the BBTAG news, specifically about BBTAG here. I can say I feel like every other week we talk about BBTAG and, whether or not it has a bright future. And, the thing is, because we still don't have a roadmap, people are speculating that DLC might come slow, or that the game won't get any more characters from certain franchises. Even now, people think we won't get more Arcana Heart characters, but like I've said, on Arx's stream, on their Wednesday Arcanama stream, they've specifically said characters with an S. They've also said that Heart is just one character, joining BBTAG from Arcana Heart. There's no reason at all to call them liars. Not yet, anyway. Let me see here. Okay, also, at the panel, Mori confirmed that no Melty Blood or Guilty Gear characters were going to be joining BBTAG. Now, personally, I'm going to take this at face value and believe it, but, keep in mind that yes, both of those franchises are very possible. It's just that because of everything surrounding BBTAG, I don't think that he would try to pull a joke, or try to say, oh, it's not coming, and then it is coming. You know what I mean? I don't think that he would mess with us, considering the current state of the game. There's a slight chance that maybe he would, but personally, I think that he's just seriously not interested in having them join. Mori also said that if he could pick a Western IP to join BBTAG, it would be SpiderMan. Now, as cool as this sounds, we don't have any context at all for the exact question that was asked here. But really, just this little bit here, this just sounds like it's very hypothetical, but I saw a lot of people getting excited about it, about the idea of Spider-Man, Spider-Man characters coming to BBTAG. That would be really interesting, Green Goblin, Spider-Man, Venom, showing up in BBTAG, in a 2D hand-drawn fighting game, because it's been a while since we've seen Spider-Man in a 2D hand-drawn fighting game. It's pretty much just been with 3D models. Zen, okay, yeah. I'm sorry to hear about that, dude. I'm actually looking at the stream. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream right now just to check on it. On my end, like, watching it, it's totally smooth. No freezing whatsoever, man. It does sound like it's another Twitch issue. It happens. Every so often, there's like one person who's watching and says that it freezes, and then no one else is getting it. But yeah, that sucks, dude. The replay will be up, but, you know, hopefully it straightens out for you on your end. But yeah, that's unfortunate, man. So let me see here. Okay, so yeah, I think it'd be really cool if SpiderMan did join. You know, definitely would have some interesting, fun-to-play characters. But, you know, it just sounded like it's very hypothetical the way he answered it. Don't expect any more Western IPs to join the game. It's just honestly not that likely. If it does happen, it can be an awesome, you know, hype surprise, but I honestly would just say definitely don't expect it. Now, here's where we get to the really interesting piece of information here. So, the announcers. There was a little thing, that happened during the con, or during MCM ComicCon. I don't think it happened exactly at this panel. It might have been right after. They didn't state exactly, but there was a little thing called Mori versus the World, and the announcers there, you know, they teased that we'll have an announcement for BBTAG DLC, quote-unquote, sooner than expected. Okay? That phrase right there, that phrase carries a lot of weight to it, in my opinion. You know, now, I know that I've been telling you guys that it makes sense for us to get an announcement before EVO, but I'm sure that all of you know that everyone else that you talk to, you know, online and forums and Discord, wherever, you know, pretty much everyone else thinks that, you know, everyone is just assuming that we're not going to get any Season 2 information until EVO Grand Finals, okay? But judging from what they said, since that's what everyone thinks, and I'm sure that ArcSys is well aware everyone, quote-unquote, the majority of people, you know, believe that we're going to have to wait until EVO to get any more information, right? So since we know it, since they know it, and they said it's coming sooner than expected, this means that if the announcers aren't lying, that we're going to be getting news before EVO. Dread, I was just about to get into the times where we could get an announcement. And yeah, I do think there's a chance that E3 could be the place. But I'm gonna get right into that in just 1 second here. You know, so, but yeah, I actually touched on this before on one of my previous streams, but I made sure I had a few more, I got a few more details here so that I can give you guys a better, clear answer when it comes to when we could get this announcement. Alright, so first possibility is at E3. In case you guys don't know, E3 starts this weekend, and it goes into next week, so as soon as this weekend, it's possible. You know, it's possible. Arc System Works does not have a booth at E3. I checked. I went on the E3 page and I looked at all the companies that had their own booths. Arc System Works is not listed there. But, you know, this is something that kind of caught me off guard today when I saw them posted on Twitter. So they tweeted out that they will have Kill la Kill if playable there at E3 in the Sega booth. Okay, now, for a second I was like, wait, oh, okay, cool, so you're gonna be there, but Sega booth? Like, why? You know, in case you guys don't know, Sega has no connections whatsoever with Kill la Kill if. None. So I think that they're just helping Arc out because, you know, they're partners, you know, because Sega owns Atlas, and Arc has been working with Sega and Atlas, especially here with BBTAG, which is how we have Persona characters in the game. But yeah, I just, you know, think that they're helping Arc out because they're partners. You know, they have their booth there. It's like, oh, hey, sure, you can set up over here at our booth. Not a problem. But I think it'd be really weird if no reps were there to, you know, give a little bit of information about the game. And I think it'd be inconvenient for ARC to try to explain the game to Sega Reps, so that the Sega Reps can try to advertise something that they're not even making any profit from, right? That doesn't make too much sense to me, right? So this sort of begs the question, why not have a BBTAG build there? Because if you guys have noticed, ARC has been taking BBTAG with them pretty much whatever major place they go to, whatever event it is, or whatever tournament. Pretty much they've been taking a build of BBTAG with them. So far, the last time I checked, they had... There we go. Okay, they had not mentioned that they were bringing a BBTAG build. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Who knows, maybe they will bring one. If they do bring one, then I think that there's a chance for an announcement. I don't think that they would make an announcement and not have the game right there for people to play at E3. Because if they make the announcement there, and people are like, what is this game? What is this? They can't even let them get hands-on with the game. So, the only way I see an announcement happening is if BBTAG is physically playable there at E3. Alright, so the next possible chance is the June Arcnama, which, you know, will be this month. And funny enough, like I mentioned before, it's exactly 1 month after the patch's release date. So I think it makes a lot of sense. This would also give them time to announce it, you know, whatever the new pack is going to be, and release it both in arcades and also on consoles before July 2nd, I believe, which that's exactly 1 month before EVO, which that's the deadline for DLC to be EVO legal. Another time that they could make this announcement would be the recently announced ArcSys BBTAG tournament that's going to be held on June 30th in Akihabara. This is an Arc Revo World Tour event, and it looks like it's just specifically for BBTAG, so I could see an announcement being made there after finals. Now, the very, very last reasonable time that they could make an announcement is at RTX Austin, the Rooster Teeth event. Now, of course, whatever the announcement is, if it was made there, it would, without a doubt, involve a Ruby character reveal. The problem is that no DLC announced there would be legal by EVO unless the majority of players voted in favor of it. That's the one way that that you can overturn that whole, oh, it has to be out a month or more before EVO, is if the majority of the players of the game vote that, oh, okay, we're fine with having this piece of DLC here at this tournament. That's the only way it's accepted, otherwise it's not legal. And the thing is, yeah, I think that that's pretty unlikely to happen with BBTAG if that was to be the case. Odds are, from that point on, if they didn't make an announcement at RTX Austin for whatever reason, it would just be a small single character tease that, you know, where they could have like multiple single character teases leading up to EVO, and then of course at EVO, they would announce more packs in addition to the one that they had been teasing up until that point, you know. But at the very least, an announcement telling us, you know, like how many characters will be in Season 2 and the price of the Season 2 pass, that alone would really, in my opinion, pave the way for whatever the EVO announcement that they're gonna make, you know, for it to be hype. I still think that one more character pack releasing in time for EVO is still pretty possible. Now, you know, maybe it'll release right before the cutoff window, you know, to make it for being EVO legal. Or, you know, maybe they could throw us a curveball and they could have the first pack of Season 2 come out mid-July and not be EVO legal, but at the same time, it would still please a lot of people who've been waiting for more new characters. And then, of course, you'd have all the details for how Season 2 is going to work already there, so people know, you know. Honestly, I'm just really curious how they're going to handle character packs for 6 franchises at the same time. I thought about it, and you know, I think that maybe they could do packs of 3 just like they did last year, but they switch up what franchises they do with each pack. You know, like pack 1 would have Blazblue, Uni, and Ruby, and then, you know, pack 2 could have Persona, Arcana Heart, and whatever the 6th Fate is, you know, and they could keep that pattern up. The only problem with that, though, is the fact that we're still missing the last investigation team member and, you know, all of the major villains a year after the game's release. And depending on how they handle the picks, if they did it that way, you know, rotating the franchises out with each character pack, that could just further delay them, and that would suck, you know. And I really hope that that's not the case, but, you know, at this point, we'll just have to wait and see. You know, that's pretty much it. We'll just have to wait and see how all that turns out.